present and in support of the resolution. Honorable Senators, subsequent to my receipt of the letter by the Minority Leader as aforesaid, I received two other letters dated 14th February 2023 and 15th February 2023 respectively from Senator Abdul Haji and Senator Fatuma Dulo. The letter by Senator Haji, reference number MW/ADM/2023 into brackets 23, dated 14th February 2023 and received in my office on 15th February 2023 is titled Attempts to Challenge Jubilee Membership in Azimio. In the latter, Senator Haji sought to challenge the proposed changes in the leadership of minority side on the following grounds. One, the Jubilee Party has not formally exercised its right to exit the Azimio coalition in accordance with Article 22 of the Azimio Coalition Agreement. Two, the Jubilee Party has utmost confidence in the leadership of Senator Fatuma Dulo, CBS MP, at the Senate Minority Whip. And three, the Jubilee Party objected against the draconian and procedural and unfair attempt to remove the Jubilee member from the Whip position by only two constituent parties of Azimio coalition. Four, the Jubilee Party was unaware of the alleged Azimio PG to remove Senator Fatuma Dulo MP as the Senate Minority Whip, and consequently, as Jubilee never participated in the process, and the same was therefore not duly constituted and is null and void. The position of the Senate Minority Whip is a Jubilee Party position as per the Azimio Coalition Agreement, and that any removal ought to be from the Jubilee Party in form of a letter and not from anywhere else. And lastly, the positions currently held by Jubilee Party in the Senate were agreed upon by the Azimio Coalition, and that any attempts to remove any member from any position is a violation of the coalition agreement. Senator Abdul Haji signs the letter as the National Organizing Secretary of Jubilee Party. Attached to the letter were minutes of a meeting of Jubilee senators stated to have been held on 14th February 2023 at the Serena Hotel, with 4 senators from the Jubilee Party listed to be present and 1 absent with apology. Honorable Senators, the letter by the Senate Minority Whip, reference number MW/ADM/2023 into brackets 24, dated 15th February 2023, and received in my office on the same day, is titled Violation of Human Rights and Procedural Removal of Jubilee Members from Positions. In the latter, the Senate Minority Whip, Senator Fatuma Dulo, MP, alleges, among other things, that due process was not followed in her purported removal from the office of Minority Whip, and that her human rights, as provided for under Article 47 of the Constitution, have been violated. She further alleged that her proposed removal from office of Minority Whip went against fair administrative action and was a violation of the rules of natural justice. She claims that she was never, 1, given any notice whatsoever of the Azimio PG in order to prepare, 2, informed of the reason for which a charge has been brought, 3, given an opportunity to hear the charge and defend any charge that may be leveled against her, and 4, allowed to have legal representation, and lastly, given a written decision of the meeting. She was elected. The second ground is that she was elected as a leader to represent the Jubilee Party from the Azimio La Umoja PG meeting, encompassing all the constituent partners in the coalition, and that it will be fair and procedural for any attempt to remove her to follow the same process. The Jubilee Party and herself were not aware of the alleged Azimio PG meeting, as due process was not followed in the convening of the said meeting. That the Jubilee Party is still in the Azimio Coalition Party and that it has not exited the coalition. That there has been unprocedural removal of Jubilee members from committees of the Senate, the most recent case being the removal of Senator Professor Margaret Kamar, MP, from the Senate Business Committee. That the Jubilee Party should be recognized as the third largest party with rights similar to those enjoyed by other parties, and further, that the existing coalition agreement must be taken into account before any removal from office. Honorable Senators, I'm clear in my mind that at the time the Senate Minority Leader rose on a point of order to demand an immediate communication from the Speaker on what he claimed to be a simple and straightforward matter, he was not aware of the foregoing correspondence with the Office of the Speaker, which the Office of the Speaker was seized of. It cannot be gainsaid that the Office of the Speaker must accord due respect to all senators and must, at very least, give due consideration to any matter brought to the attention of the Speaker by any senator. The outcome of such consideration is, of course, a separate matter altogether. Honorable Senators, having considered the letter of the Senate Minority Leader, the annexures thereto, and the letters by Senator Abdul Haji and Senator Fatuma Dulo, the following questions commend themselves for my determination. 1. What is the procedure, including timelines, required of the Speaker when he receives a communication on changes in the political leadership in the Senate as contemplated in Standing Orders 22 and 23 of the Senate Standing Orders? Second question, what options available to the Speaker where proposed changes in the political leadership in the Senate are contested by an aggrieved political party, senator or senators? Honorable Senators, on the first question, as you may be aware, Part 6 of the Senate Standing Orders provides for the Senate political leadership offices. In respect of the minority party, Standing Order 23.1 provides for election of senators by the minority party to the offices of the Senate Minority Leader, the Deputy Senate Minority Leader, and the Senate Minority Whip, and the Deputy Senate Minority Whip. Standing Order 23 provides for the removal from office of the senator elected to a leadership position.